Hello everybody, my name is Brian McCormick, you're watching MTG Rocks. Are you tired of losing to Mono Red in Ranked? Well, I've got a build that I made specifically to beat Mono Red and aggro decks in Ranked. This is my big green deck. Basically, we beat them by having the biggest creatures in play. We can outrace them with Rhonas and Ghalta, and our creatures are just big and beefy, and they can't really deal with that. Basically, we can destroy their flyers like the Chandra with Kraul Harpooner. It works against mono blue just as well. Ripjaw Raptor draws us card. Vivien can give us trample. It can fight to destroy creatures. Steel Leaf Champion is a hard card to block. Pelt Collector is a 1-mana card that just becomes huge later in the game. And Ferox is a 6/6 with hexproof for 4. So we've just got a lot of great green stuff going on. And we're just going to go ahead and play this in normal best of 1. I do have a sideboard for this deck, but it's only for the Vivien in case I ultimate. If I were to sideboard this deck for best of 3, I would add Ceratops for a blue deck. I'd add more Ripjaw Raptors, 4 mono red and other aggro. I'd run the green card that's good against blue and black, the 1-mana card, to make things uncounterable and to draw cards. Alright, so we'll keep this. We got our turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 Thorn Lieutenant. We're on the draw, so we're pretty likely to draw our 3rd land by turn 3. We've got 3 draws. So the new cards in this green deck is a Barkhide Troll, pretty sweet, and Vivien. I like Vivien because it can make things bigger and give them trample, which is nice in a stalled board state. And it lets us fight other things as well. A one-way fight. Wheaton with Baby Chandra. Alright, so green-blue deck. Do you run Simic Nexus in gold ranked? Seems like a complicated deck for people playing in gold. And a slow deck to rank up with for sure. Alright, so we got our turn 1 Pelt Collector. I like how people play faster when you're at Mythic rank. Sometimes people are really slow, even when they're running simple decks. Alright, so we're against Simic Nexus here. Not the deck we're designed to beat, but we can try and race them. Well, maybe it's not Simic Nexus. They are running white. I don't really understand the growth spiral in white, though. Oh, so this is the Field of the Dead. Basically, they get 7 lands out, and then they keep adding more lands to create 2/2 zombie creature tokens. Our Steel Leaf Champions are pretty good because they don't have anything with more than 2 power typically. Alright. So we'll play our champion, pump up Pelt Collector, get in at least 2 damage here. I've seen this deck played. I don't think it's very good. I mean, it certainly can win games. But I'm not sure what their win condition is other than Field of the Dead. I haven't seen the full deck list still, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's got some other good stuff going for it. I just haven't seen it yet. I wouldn't mind a land. I could play Nullhide Ferox, or I could play Vivien and just keep putting counters on Steel Leaf Champion. Something they cannot stop. Alright. I could play Nullhide Ferox too. You know, that seems better. Because then next turn I can play Vivien and give Ferox trample. Yeah, Steel Leaf Champion's pretty good against this deck. Pelt Collector will get through 1 trample damage, because when it has 3 counters on it, it has trample. I can't play Vivien next turn though with the Ferox out. I did forget that. So we'd probably follow it up with another Ferox. Even given that, I would probably still play Ferox that turn. Alright, a 4/4 Crisis. Sure. So we'll play another Ferox. That'll get our Pelt Collector out of Crisis trading range. Our opponent just has 1 colorless mana available. Alright. So if we attack with everything that's lethal, so he can't block the Thorn Lieutenant and live. In fact, he can't. Yeah, he'll die regardless of his blocks here. So we should win now. You can't do anything with a colorless mana. Don't know why he was waiting to figure that out, but okay. Alright, there we go. Nice, clean win. Big, beefy creature, Steel Leaf Champion. Still one of the best 3 drops ever made in green. They've been pushing creatures a lot for green, their power to mana cost ratio. Alright, we'll keep. I wish we had a 3 mana card I could play on turn 2. Or a Pelt Collector. Maybe we'll draw 1 by next turn. Otherwise, we do have ramp with Llanowar, but then I just got a bunch of lands in hand, so. But I'm almost never going to mulligan a hand with Llanowar Elf and 2 other creatures, so. That's bad. Bad for us. Alright, so. Ball for a trade. We're playing Scroll. I actually do feel like this deck is kind of hard to beat Groll. Because they can fight our creatures pretty well, and they have Rekindling Phoenix, which is a good blocker. Okay, maybe this isn't Groll, this is like a teamer deck. Okay, interesting. Pretty flooded here. 6 mana plus Llanowar Elves, not what we want. We have 6 lands and 3 spells. Statistically, it's very unlikely that would happen. I would like to draw a Vivien. That would at least let me give trample and pump up the Harpooner and Troll. Alright, we will attack with our Harpooner and the Troll. Pretty sure we're not going to win this game. We just haven't drawn the top end. We're going to have to get back-to-back draws. This guy's probably got something. So, what do we want to kill here? The Healer of the Glade or the Llanowar Elves? He's got so much mana. I think we just want to kill the Healer. Well, no, we got 3 power, so we can kill both. I was thinking 2 power for some reason. Okay. Then we'll play our Steel Leaf Champion. Alright, so now I wouldn't mind drawing Rhonas to double my creature's power. Steel Leaf Champion could attack for 10. Cavalier's a good draw from him. Well, I wish this game was best of 3. Alright. Well, see, some good stuff in the graveyard, which you'll get when Cavalier dies. What would I want to draw here? Probably Ghalta now is what I want to draw. Barkhide Troll, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, against the elemental deck, if you don't have something going, you'll win, but we got mana screwed or mana flooded pretty early. And we weren't able to apply enough pressure in time. Sure. If I don't get a bomb next turn, I'm probably gonna scoop here. I'm not sure how long I want to wait. Yeah, he's got 8 lands, so Amath is gonna keep going. Alright, well, yeah, I'm just gonna concede. This guy's turn can take forever here. We got flooded out. I have had good matchup versus elementals, but usually I've got bigger stuff to play and more things to play. We only run 23 lands, so getting flooded is not a common occurrence for this deck. Alright, we'll keep this. Get a lot of Nullhide Feroxes, that's for sure. More blue-green decks. Alright. So hopefully we draw another land and we can start getting these Nullhide Feroxes going. If not, we've got Barkhide Troll. So we'll attack for 5. Alright, get Pelt Collector out. And make it bigger with Barkhide Troll. So here's how this deck is supposed to play. You can see how we've amassed a huge board state pretty early in the game. And another Steel Leaf Champion that'll pump our Pelt Collector, so we want to play it before attack. Sure. Gotta unsummon. Alright, and then we'll attack for 5. Remember, unsummon is card disadvantage, so that cost him one of his cards. And he can't start drawing cards for 4 mana yet, it's too early. Alright, so let's get Ferox out. They'll pump the Pelt Collector. It's hard for our opponent to deal with Ferox because he's got to pay 2 mana. Alright, I'm just gonna keep pumping out these Feroxes. Making Pelt Collector bigger. And a concession. Sweet. This hand is just too slow. Turn 3 and we're on the draw. You don't want to keep hands like those. This is way, way better. What do we want to put back? I think double Llanowar isn't terrible here with Ghalta. Although against mono red it can be bad. I'll put back a Llanowar Elf. You could put back the Ghalta. You blue black. That's usually a loss for us. This deck is designed to beat aggro. We're severely disadvantaged against control, but control is not too popular in ranked as far as I've seen. Mono red being the most common deck. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Sometimes we'll take losses like that. I still beat control now and then, but we're heavily disadvantaged. Again, we make up for that by being heavily favored versus aggro. And aggro is more dominant right now online. So we got turn 1 Llanowar, turn 2 we can do a Brontodon. Our opponent Mulligans that twice, 3 times. Whoa, my Mulligan down to 4. Well, I'm glad we kept. Blue. Alright, that is good for us. So I drew Barkhide Troll, so I prefer to play Pelt Collector turn 2 with the 2-drop. Because you can see I got 5 power out this turn rather than 3. That's why I do that. What brings you the most power? Alright. Ooh, Ripjaw Raptor, that is sweet. Oh, maybe he's got Essence Scatter. Alright. Sure thing. Nonetheless, we attack for 5. Establishing a pretty good board state before our opponent has anything out. I feel pretty confident we're going to win this. And even if he's got counter spells for days, our board state is pretty big. My guess is he's going to tap down Pelt Collector. He's going to tap Barkhide Troll. Okay. I'm not going to remove the counter. Alright, we'll just attack for 3. I don't know why he didn't. He should have tapped down Pelt Collector because it's 3 damage either way. But then Pelt Collector wouldn't get the counter. We are playing in a lower rank, so a lot of people may not be keen on those things in gold rank. Alright, and Eternal Rhonas for the win. Nice quick win for us. And that's why we like this deck. It brings us some quick wins, and that means we can play more games and rank up quicker. Alright. No turn 2 play. But we are on the play, and that means by his turn 2, we'll have a Steel Leaf Champion out. Oh, sweet. Kraul Harpooner. So with Harpooner, you can save it. Against green, I might save it. But against blue, I might save it to kill things that are Curious Obsessioned. But against the green deck, I want to pump up my Pelt Collector, get out damage. And look at how our Pelt Collector is already a 3/3 on turn 3, and it's just a 1-drop. So I wouldn't mind drawing a land. Then I can get Ripjaw Raptor out there, or a Vivien. Eventually play God-Eternal Rhonas. Ooh, so we're playing against Brawl. Interesting, he doesn't have any red mana right now. Alright, so we'll play our Pelt Collector, so if our Steel Leaf Champion dies, it pumps up our other Pelt Collectors. Sure. Alright. Makes them bigger. Now the other Pelt Collector has Trample. But we still want to hit a land. And we've got all top end in our hand. Sadly. Top end without our 4th land. We could even play Ghalta next turn if we drew it.
Better be careful. A little pick me up.
So he's probably got another. Oh, Fiora, didn't expect that.
Why do I love Kraken? The ocean surges, life thrives.
So I could Ripjaw to make Pelt Collector bigger, or I could Vivien to put 2 counters on the other Pelt Collector and attack for 8. Eight, 9, 10, 11. 2 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Vivien this turn so I can attack with more things with trample.
Breathe,
So
and listen to the sounds of the wild.
alright.
We're fit enough to survive.
That seems pretty good. Alright, well, he's down to 1. We can ultimate Vivien, which isn't that impressive. We just get a creature we own from our sideboard and put it in our hand.
Whatever happens next, it's gonna hurt ya.
So Ripjaw next turn will still make this Pelt Collector bigger. Ooh, Pelakka Wurm. So it gains him 7 life. When it dies, he draws a card. He draws a card off the Kiora. But, well, let's see.
Back to the
Oh,
woods.
he attacks.
Nature flows with vigor.
Alright, well, that'll win us the game. Remember, those Pelt Collectors have trample. And we just double their power, so no way you can defend against that. Yeah, he's probably forgetting they have trample anyways, so. There you go. We had 10 more damage than we needed. God-Eternal Rhonas doing some great work for us. One of the reasons I haven't played ranked much is it's just a lot of work. Even if you win every game in a row, like let's say the pros win rate are usually like 66%. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you win at 70%. You're just at the top of the top. You have to play a lot of games to go from the bottom level all the way to Mythic, and then you get the rank reset every 30 days. I think Arena expects you to play more than you should. I think I say this like every video, but I just think that's true. Ooh, our opponent goes first. I'm gonna keep solely because I have Llanowar Elves, so technically the Ripjaw Raptor is turn 3. But not having anything to do turn 2 is pretty bad. I did give myself 2 draws to draw something to do, which did not happen. Alright. So instead we drew more lands. And we're playing against a gate deck. I don't know what that matchup would be like for us. Right. Ramp it up on those gates. Alright, so I guess I'll just bring out a Ripjaw Raptor. At least if he plays Gates Ablaze, I get... well, this should survive, because field isn't a gate. Looks like he's just running field of the deck as an afterthought. No? So I've got Vivien next turn. Probably put some counters on Ripjaw Raptor. It'll get trample. And then probably after that play God-Eternal Rhonas, double its power. Put more counters on it. Trying to win that way. Hopefully he doesn't have any removal interaction. Plaza of Harmony isn't a gate, so... Alright. Vivien.
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground.
Gonna put him on Raptor, so it's more likely to survive some kind of Gates Ablaze shenanigans.
Stomping time.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 gates. Not a lot. So next turn I can make this a 8-9, double it with God-Eternal Rhonas. Not quite lethal. Important thing is to put the counters with Vivien before you play Rhonas, so it doubles the counters, the damage. Sure, get your 2/2. Alright, more zombies. Fun little deck. I guess I'll put 1 on Llanowar Elves. Then I'll double its power. 1 on Ripjaw. Right? 8 toughness, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Stomping time.
They both have trample, so. Sure. You get to draw a card from Ripjaw damage. You should have used that to block the other creature. Steel Leaf Champion again, good versus this matchup with the Field of the Dead. Does everyone else have the same thing where you can't see your opponent's cards? Or is that just me? I noticed this with the last update, and it's kind of annoying. I want to see the card name. Finale of Relevation for 4. Okay. Draw 4 cards. If it's 10 or more, shuffle your graveyard into your library. Draw X cards. Untap up to 5 lands. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Right? So it just draws some cards and untaps lands. There's the Gates of Blaze. That's why we put all the counters on Ripjaw Raptor, so it would survive. An effect like that. So let's see. Alright, let's grab a card out of our sideboard. Alright. Where are you? I thought I had a Rhonas in my sideboard. I need to add 1 to double my power. What's our opponent at? 7, 8, 9. Our opponent's at 12. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, we'll take the Ceratops.
That's 1 more arrow knocked.
Give it haste. And attack for the game. Alright, I need to correct this sideboard. I should have a Rhonas in there to double. That's a useful trick. Let's fix that really quick. Alright, here's our sideboard. I don't feel like I'm going to use Sedge Scorpion really, so I'll take that out and put in a Rhonas. There we go. Pretty neat trick. Getting to, you know, get a card like Rhonas to double our power from Vivien. Getting Ceratops, which has haste, worked well for us since we didn't have Rhonas in that game. Alright, well, we'll keep here. Kind of top heavy. I mean, I'm either going to draw stuff I can play or draw lands to play this stuff, so that's fine. Green cat. Need to evolve my cat through the mastery system. Alright, interesting. No more 3-drops, but no third land. Should I mull this hand? Let me know what you think. I mean, I had 3 draws to draw a third land. So I have 1 more turn to draw a third land. Pretty slow for us. I don't expect us to win. I probably should have mulled. I could have got really lucky and drew like Llanowar and then drew a land. And just had an amazing game though. You know, it's still kind of ugly. Alright, well, we'll attack. And I guess I'll play Pelt Collector, then I can protect Barkhide Troll by removing the counter. The cool trick with Vivien is you can keep putting counters on Barkhide Troll and removing them to give it hexproof. Alright, so some spectacle shenanigan now, I'm sure. There you go, Spawn of Mayhem, that's a good one. Can't play Kraul Harpooner and kill it. So I want him to block, but okay, he doesn't. Alright, guess I'll make Pelt Collector bigger. I could have also attacked with the Pelt Collector. I kind of wanted to keep the Pelt Collector alive though, because otherwise I'm trading the Pelt Collector and the Harpooner, I guess. The Pelt Collector would have been pretty big if the Barkhide Troll died and the Harpooner died. I'm just gonna try and race here. Slow start. Again, I don't think we're gonna win. There you go. Alright, so 4 turns, didn't draw any land. Should have Mulligan. I don't know about you, but I'd rather win the game at 20 life than 1 life. Alright, this is much better. Turn to Brontodon. Playing against mono red. Our hand's not really good against mono red at the moment because, you know, Pelt Collector can die here to a Chain Whirler along with the Llanowar Elf, and we've only drawn Brontodon that's playable. We're a long way from playing Ghalta right now. We drew we have 2 of our top end here, and it's not what we want this early in the game. So essentially we're short on cards. I don't really want to play Pelt Collector, so we'll be aggressive. I feel like he's going to play Chain Whirler, that's why I didn't play Pelt Collector. At least if he plays Chain Whirler this turn, I can Pelt Collector next turn. Maybe I draw something that can make it bigger. if he doesn't play Chain Whirler, I can still play Rhonas next turn, which is really good for us. So it's not like we're losing too much value by holding it back. Alright, so he didn't play. He may still play it, right? No, Runaway Steamkin's only got one counter, so he can't. He can only get Steamkin up to 2 counters. So it looks like he has some kind of removal in his hand. He's not sure whether to play it on my Llanowar Elf. Usually you wouldn't kill Elf at this point, because you're playing against a green deck and they're already up to 3. But he can't kill the Brontodon, so... Alright, so... we got Pelt Collector into Harpooner. And do I want to keep applying pressure? I think I need to hold back. If I block and Brontodon dies, it also pumps Pelt Collector. Interesting. Risk factor? Light up the stage. Pretty good. Ooh, double Steamkin's bad for us. At least he's playing everything, isn't he? I'm gonna light up the stage. Going off. I hope he gets 2 lands. Well, he can't play Frenzy, so we'll play Pyromancer, put me to 9. Don't tell me he can play that last spell in his hand. Alright, well, our opponent got the nuts, and, yeah, we got stuck with 2 top-end cards. 2 of our 4 that are more than 5 mana, so... our opponent's clearly winning here. I don't know what the big deal is. Alright, I guess we'll take it. Too late on the Ferox. Last turn would have been pretty helpful. Well, let's keep going. I think that's my first loss to mono red with this deck so far. I'd say in general this deck is probably like 80-20 favored against them. Yeah, like this kind of hand is hard for them with 2 Steel Leaf champions. More toughness. Another Temple of Mystery deck. Okay. Pretty popular today. Another Field of the Dead deck. Why is this deck so popular today? Just keep popping out Steel Leaf champions. And there's nothing they can do about it. Better against this deck than Ripjaw Raptor, I think, because it's essentially unblockable. And we should win next turn. Ooh, Cleansing Nova. Alright, well that was spicy. Sure. Again, I can't block Steel Leaf Champion. A lot of tokens for sure. Alright, we'll attack for 5. Play Ripjaw, that'll make Pelt Collector able to survive an attack. And it gets to block another card and we get to draw. So unless he can kill Steel Leaf Champion this turn, we oh, well there you go. He can bounce it this turn.
This isn't a fight you can win. I'll protect you.
Ooh, Cavalier. Alright, so they do have an answer with Cavalier. Well, I think he might win this one, thanks to the Cleansing Nova. I guess that's their answer. Alright, well, we get to draw a card. I think he might beat us next turn because we can't get through the Cavalier. Thanks to the Teferi bouncing. I guess what I can do is play a Barkhide Troll and a Thorn Lieutenant. And just chump block, but he's got 8. We can block 4, which means 8 damage comes through. That leaves us at 4. No, he got us now that he gained enough life with the Crisis. So, alright, well, managed to lose to another deck we usually beat. Alright, well, I think you've got the idea of how this deck works. We just play big, beefy creatures, ramp up, and try and win the game that way. And we have a sideboard that we can use for Vivien. I really like this deck versus Mono Red. I really like it versus other aggro builds. We just build a board presence better than them. We did lose a few times to some decks that we should normally beat, but I feel like that was due to some just random luck variance from the draw. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you want me to playtest any particular deck, please let me know. Thanks for watching.